Hey friends, this is Jen. We are on for some all ass, all class. Round 2. Promise that we will have totally different exercises to explore. So just in case you did that first round, you were like, oh my gosh, I'm totally done with that. There's definitely more. And these are things that I work on too, for sure. So definitely this just requires practice, repetition, and of course, time. So give yourself time, especially if some of these feel challenging to begin with. With time, with practice, with patience, all of it starts to become a little bit more accessible. And as I said, like for glutes, like I have been needing to work on them galore, just because I had mentioned, if you didn't hear previously, my right hip I went to PT for. It was just really not doing well, and I think I needed to do a lot more glute work and also more core work to really keep this out of the equation and focus more on core, not hip flexor stuff. So that's the idea for today. Because it is primarily glutes, it won't be super long. If you want to use your weights for one particular exercise, you can definitely have them handy. As always, you do not need to use weights. I will do without weights today. It is totally just an option should you feel you want a little bit more. It's going to be involving some deadlifty type of things. And if you took core yesterday, it's a little bit going to work off of the things that we did there as well, some of the staggered stance stuff. So hope you enjoy. We'll go ahead and get started. All right, so let's just start with 8 super easy squats here just to get ourselves going. So feet maybe a little bit wider than hip width, and we'll just sit our bottom back, right? Really push your bottom back and already find your knees tracking over your ankles, and then lift yourself up. As you sit your bottom back, maintain that length in your spine, go lift. We'll just do 6 more, nice and easy. Down and up, 6. Squeeze your glutes at the top, but not over pushing your hips forward. 5. So just nice and neutral. We got 4, especially as we're moving slowly. Watch how your knees track your toes, not moving out too far out to the right, to the left, not knocking our knees in. Just 2 more here. And last one. All right. So let's start with a staggered stance. Right now your feet are in the same line. We'll just shift our body weight into our left leg and send our right toes back. So the distance may be about 2 feet apart. So this is that similar staggered stance that we took yesterday. And as you do that gentle hinge, bend your legs and sit your bottom just slightly back. So it's like you're sitting into this gently tilted chair. And then from here, we'll just take this right foot back a little bit and then shift it forward. So this entire time our left leg maintains that same level angle. We're just shifting back and forward. Good. Let's do 4. We've got 3. Good. For 2. For 1. And then from here, still that staggered stance, about 2 feet in between. We'll sit and sit. Good. Just down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. Your weight fairly even distributed here. For 3, 2 more times. For 2, for 1. And then from this place, hinge at your hips, come down, draw your shoulders back, and then lift back up to that gentle hinge. Good. So as you hinge forward, there's like a little deadlift here. Feel your glutes expand, and then squeeze on the way up. Good. Continue. So you can let your arms just be kind of natural, floating down, long spine, and pick yourself back up. These are pretty slow. You should feel that glute engagement as you're hinging forward, and gently lift yourself back up. You have 4 more times. Go hinge. Pull your navel in tight. Maintain the drawing back of your shoulders, lift. 3 more times. Go 3. And go lift. Good. Twice more now. Hinge. Draw your shoulders back, long neck, and lift. And your final one here, go hinge. Maintain that length in your neck so you're not overlifting your chin, long neck, and come back up. Just as we did in the very beginning, you'll take this stagger, send your right toes just back a little bit, and then return to that staggered stance. Just a little bit back, and bring it forward. So this entire time our left leg, that angle hasn't changed at all. We're simply transferring body weight forward and back, and forward. Yes, 4 more times. 4, and back. Good. And 3, we've done this already. 2 more times. Go 2. Last one. And from here, just as we did earlier, you're going down an inch, up an inch, down, and up. Come up high onto your back set of toes, and up. Good. Sit back, and pull your navel in tight. Hinge for 4. We're adding one more thing, 3 before our little deadlift, 2 more, for 2, and for 1. We'll go down even lower, down. Bring it back up. Stay high up on your back toes and go down. And lift back up. As you sit down, continue to push your butt back so you maintain this nice 90 and lift. Your knee not going beyond your foot, and sit and go lift. 4 more times, shoulders back. 4. Your left glute feels a lot of things lift. 3 more times, go lower and go lift. Twice more here. Go 2, push your bottom back and lift. Last one, go sit. We have those deadlifts coming from here. Let your arms be natural as you hinge forward. Glutes expand and gently come back up. Pull your navel in tight, shoulders back. Go 7. Keep your long neck, especially through the back, and lift. So not over lifting our chin. Go and hinge. Hinge at your hips, long spine, and go lift. Ooh, my left glute feels something. And go hinge, and go lift. 4 more times here. Draw your shoulders back. You've got 4. Lift back up. 3 more times. Go 3. Lift back up. 2 more times. Really control that hinge. Lift back up. Last time. Hinge, go hinge. And we'll hold this final one. Hold for 8. For 7, belly in. 6, 5, high up on your back toes. For 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Gently lift yourself back up. Step your right foot forward. To reset, let's move back into those little squats. So feet parallel with each other, maybe a little bit wider than hip width. We'll sit it down. Just a little reset and lift back up. 7 more and go down. Feel how your left glute, right glute feels a little bit different. And go sit your butt back and go lift. Nice work. Super tall spine. Way to work. Since we do a lot of sort of unconventional things together here, we have this really nice ability to have good balance even in these weird stances. 2 more times. 2. And last time, and go 1. I started teaching this class at a gym, a conventional gym, not the climbing gym. And let me tell you, when I add these different exercises that are, as you know, a little bit unconventional, it's so interesting to watch people who are used to lifting super, super heavy weights and can do all these amazing things, all of a sudden you get them into a weird staggered stance or tell them to do smaller movements, very slow, all of a sudden it adds like a really a big kind of added challenge to the mix. And I'm sure it's like mind-blowing because they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so used to lifting these super, super heavy weights. But the moment you kind of change and shift your balance, the whole thing is a little bit different, right? Just adds that layer. So good on you, even if this feels a little bit challenging. We're practicing kind of different things, maybe unconventional things that we might not find in a traditional kind of gym setting. Let's find that stagger stance with our left toes back behind, and again, find a distance that works for you. So one thing I did notice is that, like, given my height, so I'm about like 5'2", the 2 feet distance works well for me. But if you're quite a bit taller, you might need a little bit wider stance, right? Meaning when you sit back like this, if you find that your knees are just like knocking toward each other, getting it into each other's space, find a good distance that works better for you. I'm using this gauge for my smaller stature. So if you're a little bit taller, definitely be more flexible with what that distance looks like between your right heel and your left toes. So we'll start off with a staggered stance, right? From here, you do just a gentle hinge and bend both legs. And this entire time, your right leg, right, which is basically what we're gonna call our base leg because our left leg's the one that's gonna be floating. Our right leg is gonna stay fairly constant. I'm gonna shift this way just so I have better lighting. Okay, so from here in this gentle staggered stance, I'm gonna transfer my body weight forward and then take your left toes back and then bring it forward again. So this right leg, the angle kind of stays the same and forward. Good, exactly. Take it back. It doesn't need to be super wide. You wanna be able to bend your back leg as well so we're not straightening it out. And bring it back. 4 more times. Take that little stagger 1 inch back and return it. The right leg stays the same. Take it back and bring it forward. 2 more times here. Take it 1 inch back and return it. And last one, take it back and return it. From here in that staggered stance, we'll lower down and bring it back up 1 inch. Lower down 1 inch, bring it back up 1 inch. And just to notice here as well, our front knee tracks over our ankle, down, pull your navel in tight, and lift. We're not straightening out any of our legs here for 4. Maintain that length in your spine. For me, I tend to arch. I need to tuck my tail in just a little bit. 2 more times, down, and up. Last time, go down and up. From this place, relax your arms, draw your shoulders back. We deadlift it forward, hinge, and lift back up. So your back heel stays up super high as you hinge forward. The really nice thing about this is, yes, you work your right glutes. I'm sure you're feeling it. This side is my slightly weaker side, so I feel it right away. But you also work your strength in your low back, your spine, which is essential, right? It's the part that we don't often think about when we think about core. 4 more times, shoulders back. 4, hinge, hinge, and go lift. You want to think about super tall spine. 3, just hinging here, that gentle bend in our legs, lift. 2 more times, gentle hinge, hinge, you got it. And go lift. Last one, go hinge and lift. So we're back at the top. We'll take this left toes back and then bring it forward. The movement is so tiny. Again, your distance between your both feet might be a little bit different than mine. Take it back, but you do want your front leg, your right leg, to maintain that same angle and forward. 4 more times. Go back and forward. Feel that right glute work for you. Back, yes, and forward. 2 more times. Take your left toes back. Take them forward. 1 more. Take it back take it forward. From here, we're going down an inch, lift up an inch. Hinge a little bit, butt goes back, and lift. Your weight is fairly evenly distributed here. Lift, go down, and lift. Check that your knees are tracking right over, not knocking or going out to the right, to the left. And you got 3. Remember, we're adding one more thing here. We got it. Let it all shake. Your back heel is high. And lift one more time. And down. And lift. We're taking it down a little bit deeper. And go lift. Legs remain bent. And go down. Still long through your spine. And go lift. With this fuller range of motion and the slow pace, watch as your knees want to wobble about. Really control, maintain best you can. That's right, and lift. 4 more times, go down and go lift. 3 more times, go push your bottom back. If you start to feel anything in your low back, a little bit of think about your hips and ribs coming together, and lift. Last time here, go down and lift. Here we have our deadlifts. Go hinge. I can barely make it here. Ooh, and lift. My right glute feels all the things. Go hinge. I'm shaking here. Ooh, expand. As you come back up, you squeeze. Let's go hinge. And go lift. Nice work. And go hinge. And go lift. It's incredible to me, these really slow, controlled movements, hinge, still offer really big sweats, for me at least, to go for a 3. It's all the active control of our movement. 2 more times. I'm totally shaking. Down. And go lift. Our final one here, go hinge. Woo, and lift. Launch off that back foot, return to your feet parallel with each other. Oh my gosh, it feels good to straighten out these legs. From here, just 8 to reset. So find your good distance between your feet, push your bottom back. Nice little squat and lift back up. Again, check. For me, I tend to overarch in my spine, so I need to do a little bit of tucking. Tail comes in, hips and ribs knit together. Go sit your bottom back and go lift. Squeeze your glutes, go hinge, sit your butt back and go lift. Doing great. We have 4 more here. Push your bottom back, knees track over your feet, go lift. 3 more times, shoulders back, 3. Good, and lift. 2 more times, go sit your butt back. And go lift. Way to reset. Last time, push your butt back. And lift back up. That's awesome. Let's take ourselves down. So feet together, arms go all the way up high toward the ceiling. Exhale, hinge forward. Slight bend in your legs as you forward fold all the way down. Let your head drop, relax your low back. Take an inhale, push against your shins, lengthen out through your spine. Exhale, fold. Squat it down, butt goes down toward your heels. Nice, and we'll sit ourselves all the way down just for a quick little thing here. So, extend your legs forward, point out through your toes, and take your hands back behind. Your fingers can face forward, but if you're like, ooh, I already know my wrists are not gonna like that, turn your fingers out to the right, to the left, just a hair. And then from here, as you dig your heels and you point your toes, drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Just pick your butt up off of the floor. So lift your butt up, hold right there, squeeze, and gently lower your bottom back down. Do it again. Push into your hands. They can be a wider stance. You can experiment there. Squeeze your glutes. And gently lower. Return. 2 more times. Press into your hands. Squeeze your glutes then. Lift your hips up into the ceiling. And gently lower. Release. Final round. Lower your hands. Press. Lift your hips up. Hold right there for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and then gently lower your hips down. Cross at your ankles. Move into a high plank. We won't do that many of this either. Again, your high plank, hands underneath your shoulders. And then we'll send our toes back behind, right? So easy high plank, push your chest away. And then transfer your body weight into your left toes. Just pick up your right leg. So heel goes up, toes face down. And we'll do 4 little lifts. Go 4, your leg is completely straight, so very small movement. 2 more times. Go 2, go 1. Nice. Lower your right toes down, lift your left foot up off of the floor, hold, push your chest away. And we'll go 4 little lifts. Go 4, squeeze your glutes. Go 3, squeeze your glutes. 2 more, go 2. And go 1. Nice. Lower your left toes down, find downward facing dog. Breathe. Nice. Body weight back into your legs. Let your strong legs bear your weight. Good, and we'll do the same thing here. So body weight into your left foot, send your right leg up. Still your body weight back into your left leg, still your right hip squared down. Lengthen out through your right leg, send energy out your right heel, 4 lifts. Go lift, lower. 3 more times, use your glutes. Lift, lower. 2 more times, 1 inch range. Lift, lower, shoulders away from your ears. Go lift, and lower. Bend your right leg, keep the separation of your knees, and lift your right knee up. Go lift. 3 more times, go lift. Good, 2 more times, right knee up, go lift, body weight back into your left leg. Last time, go lift, keep your belly pulled in tight. And then from here, straighten out your right leg, lift and lower. Switch it out. So, weight into your right leg, lift your left leg up high, drop your shoulders away from your ears. Square your left hip forward, left toes face the floor. Ready? Lift your left heel up, straight long leg. Release, use your glutes. Go lift, release. 2 more times. Go lift, release. Last time, lift, and release. Bend your left leg. Lift your left knee, lift, release. 3 more times. Go lift, release. 2 more times, we're almost there. Go lift, drop your shoulders away from your ears. Last time, go lift, and release. Straighten out your left leg, energy out your left heel. Go lift and lower. Excellent. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Soft legs here. Let your head drop heavy. Doing great. Open up your feet a little bit wider, and let's just do 1 bend of our left leg deeply. Let your upper body naturally kind of sway over so your right leg straightens. And then switch it, bend your right leg deeply, and let your body naturally kind of sway over to the right. 1 more time, bend your left leg naturally. Your body sways over. Feel that really nice stretch through your left side glute. You can even walk your hands over towards your right foot. Allow your butt to sit back farther. Good. Keep your chest open, your spine long. And let's switch it. Walk your hands over as you deeply bend into your right leg. Nice stretch through your glutes. Maybe you walk your hands out over toward this side. Ooh, that feels so good. Nice. All right, from here, come back through center, bend both legs. Let your head drop, all right? No more tension through your neck, your shoulders. You're gonna shake it loose. Nod your head a couple times. And then walk your feet in closer. From this place, one halfway lift, push against your shins, draw your shoulders back, lengthen out through your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift arms all the way up. And push it out, right, left, lower, all the way down. Great job. That was round 2 of all ass, all class. I know it's a lot of work when we focus on really one particular area, or actually I should say, we revolve the class around one particular area. Of course, other things are involved, core always, right? But the glutes, gosh, when we focus on them intently, you feel all the things so much more, like exponentially. So definitely well done. Welcome back, Grace. Good to see you. We will do another set of all ass, all class next Tuesday as well. So really have these 3 sessions back to back to really target, isolate, and work around these glutes that we oftentimes, when I say we, really I mean I, oftentimes like neglect, right? Using our thighs instead to do all the work for us. So it's a great way just to focus in and make sure our glutes are activating, working for us, especially since winter is always around the corner. We want to make sure we are strong ahead of that so that we have no issues no matter how slippery, cold, or freezing it gets outside. Anyway, great to see you, and tomorrow we have some yoga-y things at 9 a.m. and I hope to see you then. All right, have a great rest of your day, great rest of your week, and I'll see you soon. Okay, bye Grace, bye friends.